Hi, welcome back to another video. My name is Sarah and I'm a talent acquisition specialist. So in this video, I'm going to explain about how to stand out in a video interview. As you know, video interviews are now very common with recruitment. And usually when you submit your application, the next stage would be a video interview or an invite for a Zoom call, which means you might need to present yourself confidently for a video interview. Sometimes you might log into a Zoom meeting, or else you might get an invite to complete an interview via a video recording software, something like Sonoru. In that case, you might need to speak to a camera, but there would not be anyone in front of you. Either way, you'll need to present yourself confidently. I recommend either daytime, preferably, or the nighttime. It's up to you as you have, as per your schedule. But make sure you have good lighting. And also when you sit, don't sit too far or too close as well. Always have backup technology like a tablet or a phone. In case something goes wrong, you can then opt into another device. So if you're using headphones, these are typically could be clear or more reliable than a speaker. So if you use them, make sure they are more appropriate. Maybe it's not distracting the interviewer. So when you're choosing the lighting, choose lighting straight on your face and check for glare. Experiment adjusting your lampshade as well, and try to position yourself in front of a window if you're doing it in the daytime. Also make sure to wear business attire and try to avoid dark or white clothing, because if you have a dark background and if you're wearing something darker, you might not reflect clearly to the interview panel. And also if your background is too white, it's not recommended to choose something more whiter. And next thing is about distractions. So usually when a video interview is recorded, you might choose location as your home. So of course there are family members, pets. So it's better to let them know that you are doing a video interview and ask them to get off the internet as well, just for that time, because as you know, you should not be interrupted during a video interview. And also make sure your background is neat and tidy. Make sure your door is closed as well, so you don't get uninvited visitors when you're recording your video interview. And also you can hang a sign to notify your family members that you are currently recording. So if you have been given a software to record yourself, you might get unlimited attempts to practice your video interview. So I would recommend to use that practice attempts wisely. If it's unlimited, then you're lucky. You can practice as much as possible. But if it's like 3 attempts or 2 attempts, make the maximum use of it. Get familiar with the software as well. And when you're speaking, look into the camera rather than to the screen. And also have a glass of water nearby in case you get thirsty. And also, I would recommend to have your resume and your cover letter nearby as well. And also the other tip is that you can write some notes. It might be tempting to have a lot of notes around you, but I would recommend to have only few quick notes. And don't read your notes. Never. Don't rely on your notes as well, because whatever the questions when they ask, it's kind of like a conversation. So you need to demonstrate you're confident, and you should not rely on notes. I simply say to use notes just because that would boost your confidence. And it also shows that you have prepared yourself, which will give you, reduce your nervousness as well. And the other thing is about respecting time. It's as you're going for an in-person interview, even for a video interview or a Zoom interview, it's always good to show up a few minutes early. And also try to do a digital handshake. This might be sound this might sound weird to you. It's like after you say hello, look into the camera to forge a connection. Do a small head nod as if to say yes, and a smile, which translates your warmth and openness. Treat it like a real conversation. And also remember to focus. Your goal should be similar in a video interview as in person interview as well, because you need to show that you are the right person for the job. So these are the quick tips where you can stand out in a video interview and ultimately get your dream job. Also, I forgot to mention something, that is, usually when you are invited for a video interview, like as an example for a Zoom interview or a Google Hangouts interview, accept that invitation, because accepting that invitation shows that you are confirming attendance. So practice your video interviews and check my other video on Tell Me About Yourself, which will be the first question usually on an interview. And I always wish good luck.